Hello, dear. Good to see you again. How are you? Are you okay? Can you see me? Can you hear me well? Okay. So I've got some things to show you today. Take a look here. This mango is bigger than this lime. Let's say, repeat, this mango. Very good. Now take a look here. This glass is smaller than this one. Let's repeat. This glass is smaller than this one. Okay. Now take a look. I've got a surprise for you here. Can you see that? That's my cat. This is the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. Let's repeat. This is the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. Okay, so I'd like to introduce you to a topic today. Let me see. Let me share my screen here with you. Please let me know if you can see it, okay? Look, let me see. Okay. Can you see my screen? Yes, good. Okay, so take a look here. We are going to talk about the comparative of superiority only now, okay? And about the superlative today, okay? So take a look at this image here. Can you see the little rabbit and the turtle, right? Okay, so let's say the rabbit is faster than the turtle. Good, okay. So the turtle instead is slower than the rabbit. The turtle is slower than the rabbit. Okay, so we use the comparative to compare two different things using the adjectives, okay? So let's see some more examples here. Let me put this here, I forgot, sorry. Can you see the images? Oh, cute dogs, right? The black dog is bigger than the brown dog. The black dog. The brown dog is smaller than the black dog. Brown dog, smaller than the black dog. Okay. Can you think of any other examples? Using these adjectives or, yeah, can be another one, no problem. Okay, just like the fruits. Yeah, the potato is smaller than the carrot. Okay, perfect. All right, take a look at this. I'm in love with cats. The white cat is fatter than the brown cat. The white cat is fatter. The brown cat is thinner than the white cat. The brown cat. Yeah. Good, okay. Take a look at these ones now. This hair, the blonde hair, is longer than the other one. And the other is shorter than the other one, okay? So let's repeat. This hair is longer. This hair is shorter than the other. Okay, good. So, as we saw, we use the comparatives to compare two things, right? Now, take a look here. Have you seen the eclipse? The face was so beautiful. So, the last eclipse was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The last eclipse was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Let's repeat. The last eclipse was the most beautiful I've ever seen. Okay. The moon was so red, so cute. So we use the superlative to compare one thing with other things, with all the rest, with the whole world, okay? So we have some other examples here. This flight attendant is the nicest I have ever met. This flight attendant is the nicest I have ever met. Good. That was the most tiring journey I have ever had. That was... Mary is the best student of the class. Mary is the student of the class. My cat is the most important thing in my life. Cat. Okay, so tell me, what's the most important thing in your life? Your dog, right? Almost animal. So let's say, my dog is the most important thing in my life. My dog. Very good. Okay. So, just for us to wrap it up quickly, So if we have an adjective and it follows the CVC, so consonant, vowel, consonant pattern, we double the consonant. Big, so we have something big, and then bigger, double G, and the biggest, okay? We always have to use bigger than and the biggest when we're talking about superlative. So just like the examples we had here, the black dog is bigger than the brown dog. The black dog is bigger than the brown dog. Okay. And then, let's see, the biggest. Okay, double D again. So this black dog is the biggest I have ever seen in my entire life. This black dog is the biggest. Let's repeat. This black dog is the biggest I've ever seen in my entire life. Great. Okay. And then we have some other examples here. I need your help. So we usually add the ER ending or the EST when we're talking about superlatives, EST, ER when we are comparing with one syllable words. So with small words, we use the ER and EST in the end. If there is an E here, as is the case of late, we just add DR, okay? So my grandmother is older than my grandfather. My grandmother is older than my grandfather. Okay. And then my grandmother is the oldest person I know. My grandmother is the oldest person I know. Okay. So you see, we are comparing two different things, my grandmother and grandfather. And then we are just saying that she is the oldest of the entire world, the person, people I know in my life. Okay. Can you think of an example using long? The adjective long. Okay, so my hair is the longest I have ever had. Okay, good. And what about late? Can you think of an example? It can be a comparative or a superlative, no problem. Yesterday I slept later than usual. So let's say yesterday I slept later than usual. Okay, perfect. There is another rule here, just so we can check. If it ends in a Y, we are going to cross the Y and add IER in the end for the comparative. This is the comparative form, and IEST for the superlative form, okay? So I am way crazier than my sister. I am way crazier than my sister, okay? Teachers are the craziest people in the world. Is it true? Do you think it's true? I think it's true sometimes. So let's say teachers are the craziest people in the world. Very nice. Okay. And then we have the long adjectives. Okay. In this case, we are going to use more than for the comparative and the most for the superlative. Okay. So learning English is more interesting than learning maths. Learning English is more interesting than learning maths. Okay, learning English is the most interesting thing in the world. Learning English is the most interesting thing in the world. Perfect. Can you think of other long adjectives you might know? Beautiful, okay. So there is the example I gave, my cat. Is my cat there? Yes. So my cat is the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. My cat is the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. Okay, can you think of any other adjectives that you remember? Ugly, okay, so ugly is a short adjective, right? So ugly, we're gonna go with this one, this rule here, right? That we have to cross the Y. So let's say, this mango is the ugliest fruit I've ever seen. So this mango is the ugliest fruit I've ever seen. Okay, so this is superlative, and this mango is uglier than the lime. Perfect. Okay, that's it. All right, so now I have some personal examples here. Let's see if you agree with me. This is the worst food I've ever tasted. This is the worst food I've ever tasted. You don't agree? You love Japanese food. People love Japanese food. I don't. So the worst, we are talking about the bad adjective. Okay, so this is a different form of the adjective. So we have the worst for the superlative and worse than for the comparative. Okay, so Japanese food is worse than burgers. Japanese food is worse than burgers. Okay, this is the worst food I've ever tasted. This is the worst food I've ever tasted. So this is for bad ones. Okay, and then this is the best food I've ever tasted. This is the best food I've ever tasted. Okay, burgers are better than Japanese food. Burgers are better than Japanese food. Okay, so this is for good. So if we have the adjective good, the things you like, we use better than with the comparative, okay? And the best with the superlative form. And for bad, the adjective bad, we use the worst for the superlative and worse than for the comparative. We can never forget to use the, right, before the adjective here, can you see? For the superlative and then with the comparative form. All right. Okay. So now take a look here. It's your turn. Help me here. How can we compare these three pictures? Can you help me, please? So the first one, this boy is tall. Okay. And then the second. The man is taller than the boy. Good. The man is taller than the boy. Let's say man. Okay. And then tallest. The man, okay, we need to say the tallest, okay? So let's say the man is the tallest man on earth, okay? This man is the tallest man on earth. All right, that's it. Okay, so now it's your turn. Can you give me some examples about your own life, comparing two different things in your life? Okay, my mother is younger than my father. So let's say my mother is younger than my father. Okay, can you compare now your father to your mother? My father is older than my mother. Good, that's it, perfect. All right, so let's have some practice now. Let's go to this website. We can have some practice with this. Help me here, can you please help me? So number one, Jake's room is ta-na-na, then Larry's room. So we are comparing two things here. What do we need? Jake's room is smaller than Larry's room. Perfect. The blue car is ta-na-na, then the black car. Then we have the adjective nice. How can we use it? The blue car is, remember, we just add the R by the end. So let's repeat. The blue car is nicer than the black car. The blue car is nicer than the black car. Good. This exercise is ta-na-na, then that one. Okay, is this a long adjective or a short adjective? A long one, okay, so what do we need? Can we say just boring? Boringer? No. Okay, so this exercise, perfect, is more boring than the other one. Repeat. This exercise is more boring than the other one. Good. His pullover is ta-na-na than his jeans. His pullover is, we add ER in the end, that's it, perfect. Darker. So let's say his pullover is darker than his jeans. Good. Susan's hair is ta-na-na than my hair. This one we've seen, right? Susan's hair longer. Okay, so let's repeat. Susan's hair is longer than my hair. Susan's. Okay. George is funny than Robert. How are we gonna put these in the comparative form? Funnier. We remove, that's it. So let's say George is funnier than Robert. George is good. My result in the test was good than Harry's. How do you use? This one is a different form, remember, the exception. Better, perfect. So let's repeat. My result in the test was better than Harry's. Result in the test. Good. Gold is ta-na-na than silver. Good, so let's repeat. Gold is more expensive than silver. Gold Good. Christine is tanana than Alice. Christine. Perfect. So let's say, oops. Christine is smarter than Alice. Christine. Good. Football is tanana than handball. Football is more popular than handball. So let's repeat. Football. Perfect. Let's check the answers. Let's see if we did good. Yay, that's it. Congrats. All right. So just for us to finish this first part of the class, let's take a look at this song. You told me you liked songs, right? So I brought you a little something here. Take a look. Let's see. Let's try and practice our listening skills. All right. So I am going to play just the first part of the song, and then we need to complete the quiz here with what he said. All right. Can you hear the audio? I think I have to change the meeting things here. Okay, so this first line, the biggest, perfect. So that's it. Let's continue our practicing. Okay, oopsie.